Hello, it's Nigel. This last Sunday I spoke about digging deeper foundations in our relationship with God, and I shared my own story about how God has been speaking to me over the past year as I've deliberately made time and space to sit and be with him as part of a retreat that I was doing, an Ignatian retreat in daily life. You can find out more about that on our YouTube channel by watching the whole talk. But in the meantime, we are sharing just some simple spiritual practices that will help each of us connect with God. So I'd just like to flag up silence and solitude. I don't know how your life works, but even putting aside 10 or 15 minutes each day or regularly during the week can be such a game changer in terms of how we connect with God. And my top tips are to make some time, maybe to set an alarm on our phone each day, maybe even just to put aside 5 to 10 minutes, and whenever the best time is, have a good think, when would it work for me to do this, and then set an alarm on our phones. My next tip is to find a space where we can connect with God. Now that might be outside or inside, it might be in a special chair or in a quiet place. I have a really good chair. Another thing to do is to switch off our phones, to disconnect from the outside world and certainly from social media. It's so tempting to just don't go down that rabbit hole. And then the fourth thing I suggest that we do is just try and create an atmosphere to help us connect with God. Sometimes it's just brilliant to be absolutely silent, just to be still and quiet. And obviously you'll hear the sounds that are going on, but you'll be able to switch off your thoughts and connect with God. I find it helpful sometimes to put a bit of ambient music on, even to light a candle, and just to set an atmosphere in the room which is conducive to just being quiet and meeting with God. And then I suggest that we just spend a few minutes being quiet with our thoughts, allowing God to speak to us, allowing our hearts to respond. Now on Sunday I spoke about content for being with God in terms of maybe like a journey of Bible readings or something like that. And there were lots of tips and hints or devotional guides that you could use if you wanted to take it further. But even if you don't want to do that, I suggest just spending 5 or 10 minutes being quiet would be a great start in terms of just finding different ways to connect with God. Have a great week.